Okay, in class, somebody asked a question that they didn't quite understand where everything was coming from, and that's because I hadn't really fully explained everything yet. So this little screencast is on banishing the magic behind what's going on. Unlike real magic tricks, nothing should seem like magic in programming. We should be able to understand everything. Some of it can be more advanced, but this is all pretty straightforward. So let's switch over to Eclipse. So our normal program, this is just the say hello program, right, that we created last time. And I want to go to, I created a little external tool here just to show files in the Explorer. So here we are, in your path is similar, C, Dev, C++ projects, hello world. So I'm just going to go up one level. Just start from here. So here, hello world, and then since we were doing debug builds, it's been creating everything in this debug folder for us automatically. Okay, so there's when we compile and we get an executable, there it is, hello world. The intermediate product, it's creating an object file, so it's compiling and creating hello world.o. Then it's taking that file and it's knitting that together with provided files from the system library to give us our exe, because we need cout, right? We need the things in Iostream. So the question becomes, well, where are those things? Well, if you remember, one of the things I had you download was this minimalist new for Windows, and that's where these things are. And we could click around in here and go searching for them. And I just happen to know that under min.gw, I believe it's under lib, then GCC, this is the compiler, the GNU C++ compiler, and then here's the Win32 things, and then there's the version number of min.gw we're on. So here's an include. Usually include files are where you're going to find those things you're including. Those it looks like here also these .a extensions are libraries. These are compiled libraries. So these are typically made up of multiple object files that somebody has grouped together and bound together in a library for use. So this one looks like it's the standard library. I'm not sure what's in each one. It's doubtful that the entire standard library is in this one file, but pieces of it will be. And then in the include files, we should be able to scroll down here and find Iostream. And it looks like, okay, we probably need to go into C++. And you can tell you could spend a lot of time searching for these things. It looks like there's Iostream right there. So that's the answers to a lot of questions. Let me just show you one trick at least. If you come to an include file and you highlight it and then you right click and you say open the declaration, it will open that include file for you. And you can take a look at everything that's being included, basically the public interface of Iostream. So there's something called cin as well as cout. There's something called cerr and clog, and some of these comments will tell us things. And if you hover over the tab, it'll show you where it is. Oops, went away. So dev, min.gw, live, gcc, so just the place we just were. So that's a fast, easy way to find out where these things are. So that's a little bit of the magic of what's going behind. This is including either a .h file, or in the case of the C++, they've taken off the .h suffix, but it's doing the same thing. It's taking in that include file that we just looked at and letting the compiler see all that information so it knows what's available. Basically, this file, let's go back to that because we talked about this last time. These are basically nothing more than forward references in another file that are saying, oh, these things are available and you can find them. We won't worry about the extern and all this if-def stuff. But it's basically the same thing I showed you with say hello, where I put say hello at the top and then I used it at the bottom. It's just in a separate file. We're saying these are the various things that I'm promising to provide to you. And then I suppose there's one more trick, and that is, where does it how does it know how to find the .a library files? And I'm not even sure I know the exact answer to that. There's a couple things that go on. I'm getting close to my 5 minutes, but I'll just show you, and you don't really need to worry about this. This is starting to get pretty advanced, and it's off screen, but I'm going down to something called properties here. And this is the properties window for the current project, and I'm under C++ build and under settings, and there's just lots of settings for the tools and for the linker. If you build your own libraries, you can specify where they are. The standard libraries, I believe, are specified as it's just part of the setup of the tool, but you can find all these things out. Like a lot of things are specified in this I'm back again in the dev C++, the CPP projects hello world. There's a C project file. You don't want to edit this, but you can open it and look at it. Just don't change anything. And let's resize this real quick. And there's basically an XML file that's specifying lots of different things and where to find things and what names to use, and probably somewhere in here there's going to be like a path to that saying here's where your standard libraries are. So anyway, this is more advanced things, but rest assured everything is specified somewhere telling it where to go find those .a files that it's going to go knit together your project, your code with the standard library code to give you an executable.